In this video, I'm showing you the best cap breaker center build for NBA 2K26. If you're new to the channel, my name is Lance. I was a head coach in the NBA 2K League for 6 seasons, where I won a championship with Bucks Gaming, and I've won back-to-back gold medals being the head coach for USA Basketball's esports team in the eFIBA competition. And so I've seen a lot of players being able to get a lot of cap breakers. I'm going to build this out for 10 cap breakers. That's kind of a lot, but I wanted to be able to show everyone the center build that I'm using. I'm playing really well in a lot of like matchups and pro-am, and you'll kind of see why we want to make it the way that we do. So with that, we're going to go 7 foot. We're going to go 248 pounds. We're going to go 7'6" wingspan. Now for your attributes, we're actually going to start with physicals here. So we're going to go with a 69 speed. We're going to go with a 53 agility. We're going to go with a 91 strength. And we're going to go with an 83 vertical. So the reason why we started with your physicals here, just to show kind of some of the stuff that the build gets overall, and then the badges will kind of fill out as we go. But the physicals, we went max speed, slips, everything's important. Agility, of course, I'd love to max it out, but just some of the areas that I put some of our other attributes, couldn't get it there, but you don't really feel it that bad as a center. 91 strength to hit gold brick wall, we can max plus 2 that to legend. And then 83 vertical, it's maxed for our weight, just to help get rebounds. We do get a Hall of Fame pogo stick also at this. Now we'll go to finishing here. So close shot's going to be a 75. Your driving layup's going to be a 69. Your driving dunk's going to be an 89. And your stand dunk's going to be a 90. And you're going to leave post control at a 61. So for close shot, you do only get a bronze, but you do have max plus 2s and things like that. When we get into the cap breakers, we'll talk about close shot a little bit. But 75, I'm not really mashing like that. I like to be able to get close shot attempts. I'm dunking the ball. So when we get there, we'll talk about that. Driving layup, 69. If you go one more, you can get a physical finisher. Sometimes it's pretty good to have. I couldn't get it there just based on where I wanted other attributes. I didn't think it was super important, but if you want that badge, you can add it. 89 drive dunk. We do get driving contact dunks. So as a center, if you catch the roll early and you go to dunk it, the dunk meter's like pretty big, and you'll be able to get legend aerial wizard, and you'll be able to get you'll be able to get Hall of Fame posterizer, which I use with my max plus 2. So I have Hall of Fame posterizer on a center. You wouldn't think you would driving dunk a lot, but when you catch the slip early, or if you're rolling to the paint a little early, you can go ahead and stick dunk that. And then our 90 stand dunk, same thing under the rim. We have gold rise up. You can max plus 2 that, but I use my max plus 2 on my driving dunk. And then post control, I'm not posting up. This isn't like a post score. This is pick and roll center. Now we'll go to shooting. So your mid range is going to be a 60. Your 3-point is going to be a 69. And your free throw is going to be a 76. So now to talk a little bit about this. So to be able to build specialized, which is what you're going to want to do for this center, you need a 60 in mid range and at least a 60 in 3, both of them, to be able to build specialized. So don't mess that up. So we get the 60, the 69 3-point. We'll talk about cap breakers later, but you're going to cap breaker this to 78, and it's going to give you silver set shot. You can max plus 2 that to gold, but we'll talk about that kind of build out later. I have a whole section at the end for every cap breaker. This is just to get the build and show you. 76 free throw, I barely miss. I think 76 range is pretty, like, I think that's like the minimum, maybe even 70. We'll go to playmaking here. So for your pass accuracy, this is pro-am and rec. We're gonna go 86. Now ideally I'd like to get this to 93, but we'll talk about how to get it to there and things like that. Ball handle, we're gonna leave it at 51. Smooth ball, leave it at 29. This is gonna be another area where cap breaker is gonna come into play later, is to be able to up this to a higher level, to be able to get Hall of Fame break starter or at least gold. For your defense, we're gonna go 74 interior. We're gonna go 55 perimeter. We're gonna go 60 steal. We're gonna go 84 block. So again, there's cap breakers and max plus 2s that come into effect here. You can max plus 2 your paint patroller. You'll be able to get pretty good contests with your 55 perimeter. If you want to up it a little bit, you can. You can get immovable enforcer if you need it. I don't think it's needed. 60 steal, just with how lanes and things are in this game, I think bronze is the at least necessary. But again, you have max plus 2s, max plus 1s. You can up this a little bit if you want. And then your block here, same thing. I am able to get gold or Hall of Fame high flying denier if I want to, if I max plus 2 it, or paint patroller. So there's a lot of different ways you can approach this in the defensive area. But again, in pro-am or rec, in the pro-am, you're sitting corner, dropping. So a high block is good. Plus you're going to be jumping at a lot of guards. So 84 block is good to get contest. And then 55 perimeter just helps you with those hands up contests on like 7-4s. Now rebounding, this is going to be a big rebounding big. So we're going to go 94 offensive and we're going to go 90 defensive. Now this is an area where you could mess with the build a little bit if you want to lower the defensive rebound, but I still like the offensive rebound. Now, if you're just primarily standing on the wing the whole game, then maybe you don't need a 99 offensive, but I like to get the 99 offensive, get extra possessions for my team. But you do get legend rebound chasers, so you're not going to have to waste it, and legend box out beast. You're not going to waste any of your max plus 1s or 2s, but this is a part of the build that you will cap break. Okay, let's talk about cap breakers. It might get a little repetitive, but I want to make sure I touch every single point of the cap breakers from 10 down to 1 through 5. Some of these are going to be the same, but they can change just based on what type of cap breakers you have. So I'm going to show you here in the build specialization menu. If you click shooting, you need to have 60 and 60 just to show this, to be able to get it. But when you go down build specialization for shooting, as you can see, the names are called a shooting cap breaker for that one and another shooting cap breaker, and you have max plus 2s and things like that. So those have to be put on the shooting specialization. So just remember that, to not accidentally put other cap breakers in the place of that if you're working towards it, because then those become useless and you're gonna have to remake the build. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's say you have 10 cap breakers, because kind of the math I've done, if you're like starter 3, I think you have a maxed out crew, you've done the lifetime challenges, you've done all the things you need to do to get those cap breakers, you should be around 10. So is 10 just a good number to start? So I'm going to go through, kind of break down where you want to put them. So your first 5 is going to go to O rebound, give you 99 rebound, legend badges, you're a center, perfect. Now if your build specialization is done, those 2 will go here on your 3-point. It's going to take it from a 69 to a 78 with these 2. It's going to give you silver set shot. You can max plus 2 that. That's where your other 2 are going to go. So now you have 3 cap breakers left. You have 10. I would suggest pass accuracy, close shot. You could even do standing dunk or speed with ball. Those are the 3 areas, just depending on your play style. If you want like really good pass accuracy, 87 unlocks gold break starter, so you only need to use 1 here, but you could get 93. You could get some of the best dribble moves for bigs if you max your speed with ball, maybe work on your ball handle, but just being able to like catch the ball and run with it, that's what speed with ball will get you. Or you can work up here to get just better finishing and close. So those are 3 areas for your extra 3. Now if those 3 aren't build specialization, let's say you don't have it, then once you do the 5 on O rebound, you're going to work on your 3-point and then whatever else. So if you have 9 cap breakers, you're going to do your 5 offensive rebound. Let's say 2 of those are your build specialization, so 3, your 3-pointer, and then you're going to have 2 left over, and then again in those same areas, close shot, maybe stand dunk, pass accuracy for sure, speed with ball, whichever one you want. Now 8 cap breakers, again always 5 to your offensive rebound, so add that there. Then let's say your 2 build specialization, then you have 1 left over. If you only have 1 with 8 cap breakers, I would then do pass accuracy, just because you're going to get that gold break starter, but you can start working on your finishing as well. But it just really depends on play the long game with those cap breakers, because this build can fully be built out with more cap breakers as you play the game or new seasons come, and you're going to be able to keep upping your pass accuracy. You're going to be able to keep upping all those things. So now if you have 7, 5 cap breakers to offensive rebound, give it your 2. If it's build specialization 2, of course, put them on 3-point. If not, again, you could do pass accuracy up 2. You could do 1 on pass accuracy. You could do 1 on your close shot just to help you finish. You can maybe start working a 95 stand dunk, whichever way you kind of want to take the build from there. Now, if you have 6 cap breakers, you're going to put 1 on offensive rebound, or all 5 on offensive rebound. If one of them is the 3-point, always add it. If not, pass accuracy, whichever part of that play style that I've explained before fits your meta. And then 1 through 5, I would always suggest, so if you have 1 cap breakers or 5 cap breakers, just work on your offensive rebound. It's rare that your first 5 will be your build specialization. So 1 through 5, just keep adding them to O rebound. Keep working on getting that up to get that to 99 first. That's going to make the biggest impact on the build. You're going to want to put it on shooting, because you want to shoot the ball if you play rec, play pro-am. But again, if you build specialized in shooting, you need to save it. So if you build specialized in, playmaking, then you need to go back and edit the build because you know you have those two later, so you can like save some cap breakers. Or maybe you build specialize in rebounding, so now 2 of those, you know what I'm saying? So just work with that. But I would suggest doing the shooting specialization because those extra max +1s and +2s you're gonna be able to add to your set shot and things like that to actually be able to shoot the ball like with an elite level, and that's why you want to build specialized in shooting. And that'll do it for this video. If you're a YouTube content creator and you want help writing your titles, tags, and descriptions, check out a tool in the description called LaunchLens. If you're a pro or rec player and you're looking for a team, I'm recruiting for my team called Off Grid. I have a Discord linked in the description below. Check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.